to be pretty about nothing, man.
Well, I mean, I'm like Mr. T. I make it look good.
Mr. T.
I'm always pretty, but okay. I think we're back.
All right.
Well, that was fun. So hopefully, we didn't lose too many people. But
we've just been chatting here, wondering if we were being heard or not, but that's okay. It's all good.
yeah, I mean, you guys were still together, but it was not broadcasting because it was dead on my end. So, all right, well, we may be doing this to an audience of none, but what the hell?
Well, it's fun anyway.
Yeah. So, I'm just glad I didn't get embarrassed myself in front of NPB, because that would have just been too much.
But did he just a no-show today, Nathan?
Yeah, I guess so. I think he
must have had some late night tattoo requests come in or something like that. Because I know he's been, from what I understand, he's been in pretty hot demand since he set up in that shop. So,
oh yeah, I forgot Nathan does tattoos.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, he's gonna come to Florida. I told him I'm gonna have to get him to do a tattoo on my brother because I ain't doing that shit, but definitely want to get him to do a tat for my brother.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So everybody that's kind of popping back in, welcome back. Sorry about that. Shit. No.
Yeah. No other word for it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bad storms that just caused the router to go tits up, so I had to do a full reboot. And no, tell me we're not frozen on Facebook again. What the hell?
Uh-oh.
No, we're getting a clean stream, but now Facebook is frozen.
Oh boy.
Oh, Facebook. Why do you gotta be so Facebook?
Nobody loves us. It's true.
Yeah. All right, Barry's with us. All right, Barry. Not frozen for me. Okay.
Barry's back.
And not frozen.
Oh, you're not frozen. Yeah, I see that.
I want my baby back.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, Barry, you may be the only one, buddy.
We love you, Barry.
He can hear and see us fine. All right, so we're doing this show as a long-distance dedication to Barry Chap.
This show is dedicated to Barry. Watch us draw.
So,
it's Barry.
Well, for the time I was gone, you did quite a bit of work on that Venom. It's looking pretty sweet, man.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I'm starting to lay in some blue paint now, and then I'll getting okay with this, and I'll probably just go in and start adding some details with the white, the paint, like the logo and everything. But I'll do a little bit more blue work and get some more tonal stuff happening. And it's been a bit of a dogfight, but that's okay. It's you can see how the paint in some spots here has kind of beaded. That's just how it's drying. But actually, I think with a character like Venom, it actually kind of gives a neat, interesting texture.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's gonna work out okay. Yeah.
And Barry says video looks good for him now. Good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like I said, guys, we had that storm just pass through right before the show, and I think it caused just a cache packet to fuck up my router. So we see, knock on wood, we'll be smooth sailing from this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome back. Things are getting sketchy. We like to, live up to par of, mediocrity. Right.
Bringing mediocrity to the table. Yeah,
I think we should open every show with Benny Hill music.
I can't afford yakety sax. If you sing 3 more bars, it's going to cost us too much money.
That's
Stop
true.
it.
That's
Stop
true.
it.
That's true. Stop it, Hugh. Stop it.
I ain't got that money. Jesus.
Stop singing those bars, Hugh.
Yeah, I'll find some royalty free hack version of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go Vanilla Ice on it. I'll have that extra note in there.
Ding, ding,
yeah.
ding,
Ding 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 ding. Oh, that clever bastard.
Drop that one more note. It's original, baby.
What? It's just an arrangement of notes, man. Like no one owns a note, man.
Can I say? Miami's on the scene, just in case you didn't know it.
Hey, don't be going at my boy Robbie Van Winkle like that.
I'm not, man.
He's a
Guy, why would I go after you? Why would I go after that? You guys created all the bass sounds.
That's right.
You don't remember your style. Your style was a chemical spill.
A1A, baby.
Your style was a chemical spill.
Now he's.
I don't care. Anyways, that was a big track back in the day. I don't care.
Oh yeah, no, there wasn't a bigger. It wasn't a bigger track at that point.
It was huge.
Gigantic.
It was so big it got him on the second Turtles movie.
Mm-hmm.
Go Ninja.
But that was a great sample though. Great sample. Under pressure.
And Barry agrees. I'm not sure exactly which point he agrees with, but he agrees. I'm thinking of the big track, not. Oh man, you were going nuts on that cover, Hugh.
Huh?
You were going nuts on that cover.
You remember the list?
No, you're right. Like, yikes, man.
Remember the list he sent me? Oh, and he wants them to climb off the, ceiling and jump down and kick 5 guys in their head while the other guy looks on. And I was like, oh, damn.
Nah, sometimes getting those very specific requests though, man, it's actually really good. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people are like afraid to get too specific and let the artist do their own thing, but like I always tell people, man, I've been an art robot my entire career. Mm-hmm. It's very rare where I get the chance to do, whatever I quote unquote want to do. But at the end of the day, what I'm doing is work for you. So I don't care what it is. Mm-hmm. You need to be happy with it because it's for you. So if you have a specific thing that you want, just tell me what it is and I'll draw it because that's what you're hiring me for. But it is nice to once in a while get that artist choice kind of thing. I just don't like doing it at a show. I was trying to explain this to a guy at FanX, but he's like, I just want you to do your own thing. And I'm like, what do you like? He's like, yeah, but just do your own thing. And I'm like, but what do you like? Because he's like, yeah, but like, here's what I want you to draw it on. And, just do your own thing. And I'm like,
dude,
I need you to give me an answer.
If you ever get requests like that, just send me a message on WhatsApp. I will give you things that will make them regret.
Yeah. I actually had to explain to somebody. I said, this is not personal when I say this to you, but the reason I'm asking you to give me your specific request is because I actually don't care what it is. I'm just going to draw it and I'm going to do it because that's what you want. Mm-hmm. So tell me what you want. That's it. It's anyway.
So what
it's
you're
one of
saying
those conversations you have at a Comic-Con sometimes that you're kind of like,
yeah. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. What you really want. What you really,
I'll tell you what I want.
Murray's saying Hugh the Wizard for pulling that cover together.
Oh yeah.
The Luchadores.
I feel bad for not wearing my luchador mask now. May have to bring it back.
So did you hear Comic Book Resources says that the She-Hulk's audience score drops below Inhumans?
Oh, come on, really?
I mean, well, are we going to get into this?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it's a show for a very niche audience. Like, it's really an Ally McBeal, but they decided to put a superhero in it.
You know what it is? It's a show that's for people who aren't Marvel fans necessarily.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's a law comedy that they decided to drop a superhero in it. So
yeah,
I mean, She-Hulk books are, especially during the Byrne years, were known for the comedy bits, but the comedy bits that are in the show, I don't think are like all audience, like, hey, here's a joke that lands with majority of the people. It's a very niche kind of joke. I mean, or humor. So
Right.
I'm not saying that it's bad or good. I'm just saying that's what it is. Like, so this is one of those points where people are bitching that Hulk is a sidekick in the She-Hulk show. I'm like, yeah, because it's called fucking She-Hulk. So yes, Hulk is going to be the sidekick. Like, there are certain points of it, like, okay, that was dumb. Okay, we're gonna go this route, sure. But I mean, like, all in all, it's like, it's just a comedy law show that has a superhero in it. So if that's your bag, you're gonna love this. If it's not your bag, move on and find another show. I mean, that's the part that I don't get, where everyone like starts really just bagging on shit. Like, I bag on shit just to be kind of funny. I'm bagging on shit, but I'm not gonna spend my time watching that stuff because I'm not being paid to watch it. That's the only and that's why I didn't finish Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was dog shit of a show.
I got 3 episodes into Obi-Wan and didn't finish it either. I just didn't care. I guess I hit episode 3 and I was like, eh.
Yeah,
and that was it. And
and that was one of the shows where the title character was a sidekick in his own show.
Right. Yeah.
And it was just like, and that just bores me. It's like, okay, I mean, and that's the Disney MO pretty much. If it's not if it's a legacy character, that character will be a sidekick in its own show, because Disney is going to promote their new characters because they don't have to pay money out to anybody for like they do for the legacy character.
Well, I don't need to see a guy running around who's supposed to be like this big time Jedi guy running around with erectile force syndrome. Like, for real.
Like truly his lightsaber should have been like dark helmet. Like, it should have been that limp lightsaber,
erectile force syndrome.
I don't know. I mean, for me, like with She-Hulk, I know, like Erica has said, she actually said this is the first Marvel show that I have enjoyed.
Yeah,
like she liked Daredevil. I know she liked the first season of Daredevil, but it, again, it just kind of the 10 episode thing, right? And then like we liked Jessica Jones up to a certain point, and then hated it. Then we just hated it.
Yeah, that was
we couldn't. And after Jessica Jones, like I tried Luke Cage. I got 3 episodes in, and I was like tapped out. Didn't even try.
See, now I liked
Iron
Luke
Fist
Cage
or Defenders. I didn't try Hawkeye yet. I tried 1 episode of Moon Knight.
My God, dude.
I watched the Vision and I watched Vision and Scarlet Witch, but most of WandaVision, mostly because Erica was so entertaining to watch that with, because she hated it so much. So like it's stuff like that where it was like it's more like the reactions are becoming the entertainment than the show itself, because the fanboys really hate She-Hulk, and I think it's kind of interesting that they kind of paralleled the whole Comicsgate thing with She-Hulk by having like the those little blips of interviews where it's a guy like, I mean, I'm all for female superheroes, but like, why not just make a new superhero? And it's that same conversation that's happening within comics, only in the context of it being in their real life. So I thought that was pretty interesting thing to do. But yeah, the audience for She-Hulk is not your average 40-year-old comic book male white reader. You know what I mean? It just really isn't. I don't think it is anyway.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's. I mean, if you look at the right, and not a lot of people, I don't know, I shouldn't say not a lot of people do, but if you look at the writing staff on the show, and if you're expecting anything else other than some type of quirky law female driven comedy, you're not paying attention. So just walk away from it. Your power of is not watching it. If you want to send a message, be that way. But like, I mean, it's like you can criticize a show. Like, I'm all for criticizing a show for some bad writing, because that first episode had some dog shit line. It just writing.
It did.
And
it did.
And that's why I couldn't make it past the first episode. I'm like, okay, it first off, it's not a story for me, which is fine. But the dialogue was just like, Jesus Christ. Do we not have an editor on these shows?
Nope.
But Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but I could say the same thing about Moon Knight. God, Moon Knight was garbage.
Oh, Moon Knight.
And that hurt.
Oh,
That
wow.
one hurt.
Wow.
And
Moon Knight
was
hurt.
Yeah, Moon Knight was so
And
bad
that's
that I
my
didn't even
dude.
go. I didn't go back
That's
and
my
watch
dude.
Hawkeye
And
because
that's
Hawkeye's my guy.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I heard like with She-Hulk, the best way I heard it put was episode 3 cements the fact that episode 1 and 2 should have been one episode.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of episode 1, when Titania smashed through the courtroom, Erica's like, "Who's that? And why should I care? And why did she invade the courtroom? Like, why is she just like randomly blasting through the courtroom? Like, if that was stolen from the Byrne comic, that might have been like maybe in the comic She-Hulk is defending, Absorbing Man or something, and he and Titania are an item. I don't know. I love Titania, so like that was weird to have her just show up and be trounced in 5 seconds and that's it, and there's no explanation why she was even there. Like it was, I don't know. That was kind of strange.
You remember like Titania, you remember when she like first appeared in Secret Wars?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing the ruckus, like
Oh yeah.
This character is ruckus. They beat the hell out of She-Hulk, man.
Oh man.
And then just drove by and dashed her went and dashed her body back when it said, "Here you guys go." Boom. I was like, damn, they're not even.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Are they gonna bring in Molecule Man?
Yeah.
That would be cool if they did.
Because remember how she was all, Titania recognized power for power, and Molecule Man was a big old nerd, but she could control molecules. She knew, she knew what was up.
Yeah.
She got very torqued by him.
Yeah.
But I liked how but what I really appreciated in Secret Wars, man, and that's why I was Spidey was always my dude. When she was fighting Spider-Man, and the thing Spider-Man ends up beating her down because she can't hit him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love that so much. He's like, yeah, but I bet it, and he's talking to her and she's like, you need to stop moving. And he goes, yeah, I bet if you were fighting in a box, you would be happy with that, right? Mm-hmm. But he's just like beating her down. And then she had a phobia with Spider-Man after that for how many episodes? Do you remember that?
That's why Sharpshooter's the shit, man.
Yeah, and then Absorbing Man had to kind of bait her into saving him, even though he wasn't really in trouble. You know what I'm saying? When he was fighting Spider-Man, was to get over the phobia. Like, great writing back then. Like,
oh yeah.
Now.
Well, I remember like in Secret Wars, like I loved when Spidey beat up the entire X-Men.
Yeah.
Like, he's just jumping all over their heads in the whole book, and like my buddies were all X-Men guys.
Yeah.
And we're there at recess, and they're like, "This is so fucking stupid," and I'm laughing because I'm a Spider-Man guy, going, "No, man, Spidey would dance all over the X-Men.
Dance.
He would dance on them like it's
the only one that could stop him would be probably Storm.
Yeah.
Because she could create just enough wind that he'd leap anywhere, and then he would just get blasted by.
They couldn't stop Spider-Man without a lot of collateral damage.
You know what I really miss with Spider-Man? Like
good storytelling.
That's that hands down. But when you read a Spider-Man book, like it was just like, you remember like the multiple images of him flipping and dodging bullets, or like, you know what I'm saying, where you really got his agility, like, you know what I'm saying, and he was always fighting people more powerful than him, and he had to come with stunts and schemes to beat these guys. Now it's like, man, this guy gets smacked down by everybody. I'm like, does this guy even have a spider sense anymore? Like, what's going on? Like, I can't even follow it, man. It's just terrible.
I know.
I'm trying to remember when this story happened, but it was a good one where Spider-Man lost his spider sense, and Shang-Chi had to show up to teach him how to fight because he realized that Spider-Man was just pretty much a shit fighter. He relied on his spider sense to get out of the way, which, if you got the power, that's what you do, right?
Yep.
And so Shang-Chi's like, you fight like a child. And it's like, well, I kind of am. And it was like, that was a great moment in comics where it's like they kind of dug a little deeper into the mythos of Spider-Man. Exactly. Like, of course he can fight really well because he's got spider sense.
This one I'm showing right here, man. This is the one.
When he beat
wait. Hang on.
The black suit. and he defeats Fire Lord.
Yes.
I mean, this cover is just so.
Correct.
But there's some panels in this
Friends,
book.
man, Ron Friends.
This is
Mhm.
Ron. This was a gift from Paul Kemp.
Push
It
it
was
up a little
actually
bit. Push it
signed
up.
by-
You're a little low on the screen. Push it up.
Signed by Ron Friends and Tom DeFalco,
That's
Oh, wow.
awesome,
which
dude.
is pretty cool. Yeah,
I
but
love
yeah,
that.
this is one of
I
my
love
favorite
that
panels.
cover. Yep.
That issue was
Yeah,
Just-
when
That's one of my.
Fire Lord's
favorite
just
things.
exhausted by the end of it.
There's one frame in here, man. That's the whole thing. It's the whole ridiculous, like
Yeah, where he's leaping all around.
this
him.
one right
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
How
that's
well
what
that
I'm
shows
talking
up.
about. Stuff like that, you just
That frame is out of control. Like,
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? And like you read the dialogue going along, you know but he's scared for his life at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just like swinging. He's just swinging. I gotta keep hitting him until they, you know,
Well, and
like
all this
four of them
craziness,
stop him
like-
and say, he's down.
like Fire Lord chasing him through a mall and chasing him through the subway, and like
Mhm.
he's trying to protect all these people while Fire Lord's like just burning a path towards him. Like it's. I mean, this is the shit. This whole book is Spider-Man trying to keep everyone else alive.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it's
it's a
just
great,
unbelievable.
It's a great
It's
I
just
hold
great.
that issue against anything coming out.
Me too, man,
Right.
and the issue before
Hard.
it too. Yeah,
Hard against anything. I battle anybody on that.
absolutely.
No, there's no argument in this room, buddy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like these guys, you know, like I tell you, man, like for me, like, you know, issues like that, Hulk 300 for me, you know, Sal Buscemi,
Marvel 2-in-1 Annual
the
7.
the big one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like the Hulk gets banished, you know, but he's
Mhm.
like a complete rage monster because
oh yeah,
Bruce Banner's completely submerged in his, because he had to turn into the Hulk in the dream state to fight Nightmare.
yeah.
And so he just came out a complete beast, and he was just ruckusing everybody, man.
The
and
Hulk
that
in the Void, that was the best, man. I love
man.
that.
Oh
story.
yeah. Just crazy, you know. I don't even know, man. Like I don't
Yeah.
even understand the stuff now. I
No, I
really
mean,
don't.
the best Hulk story though is what gave us the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you obviously can't see my face on that one.
Yeah.
Hulk. Dumb as shit. Someone should
Yeah.
have been fired for that bullshit.
Oh man, that was, well, like I said, I've told the story before, but I was a lifelong Hulk reader, and when I got to issue 600 of Hulk, where they finally going to reveal who the Red Hulk was, and they revealed it to be Thunderbolt Ross,
Mhm.
I threw the comic book into the lake. Like I was sitting within tossing distance of the lake, and I threw the fucking comic book in the lake, and I was furious.
That's
I
the
was
only time I
inconsolable.
will be on the side of littering. Yeah, you're okay on that one, yeah.
I was furious. I'll never forget it. It felt like such a slap in the face, such a ripoff.
Oh, it's
And,
dumb. Yeah, I mean,
ugh.
it makes no sense. Like
There's
the tash goes away when he becomes the Hulk, and then it grows back when he becomes.
Well, and that's just the small detail shit that's so.
But that's a huge
annoying,
thing.
but, like,
That's a huge thing.
It is a huge thing
because
No,
because it becomes such a bullshit red herring. You know.
Yeah. It is. There was no way you could have guessed that it was going to be him. Also, he's the guy. The whole comic begins with like, who killed the Abomination with the golden gun?
Yeah.
That whole ridiculous storyline, which made no sense. Also, furthermore, the Abomination was already dead for one. That was already established. Also, fucking Thunderbolt Ross died in 1988 when he became Zax.
Yeah.
And Hulk had to kill him by had to kill Zax by killing Thunderbolt Ross. Like, he was already dead. Like, fuck off with this retcon. Like, oh, now he's back and he's 6'2" and he's looks like Sergeant Slaughter, and now he's the Red Hulk too. The only way that they would have made the Red Hulk fucking cool is if they kept that big ridiculous mustache too.
Yeah.
Also,
Like
why would it be
just
black?
give him that big fucking beefy mustache on that
How
Hulk.
awesome would the Hulk look if it was just a white Hogan mustache on that red body though?
Yeah.
Because like, you know, Thunderbolt Ross is like 100 years old. Like, so why would he become, anyway, we're talking about stuff that never should have existed to begin with. Also, the Sentry. Let's just end it with that.
Okay.
The Sentry was
Ugh.
brought in. He's the guy who defeats the Hulk during Planet Hulk, which is completely stupid because Thor was sitting right there. They just
Exactly.
wasted it. They wasted
Fuck
I was
you.
like, you
Yeah.
have this guy. Thor at that point is the most powerful he's been.
Yep.
He's got the Odin Force. He's that dude. And then you have the Hulk here as that dude, and you bring in the Sentry. no history, no nothing as the
Nope.
final fight. I was like, man,
Rip off.
I was
Horrible.
just like, these guys just, whew,
Horrible.
just wow. What are you thinking? That's why I'm saying it's hard for me, buddy. It's hard now, really hard.
Welcome to an episode of Things Are Getting Sketchy, where we clearly hate comics.
The jungle.
There's just some stuff that I cannot abide, man, and that's just one of those things. Like, I just read Hulk ruined the Hulk. It ruined, and he was an interesting character. He didn't have to suck, but they wrecked him before he had any chance to be cool, and then they made him an Avenger because, yeah, why not? Oh God, mercy.
Buddy, man, they've punked so many of the characters that were just so cool. It's I'm surprised that you even still buying what you buy.
I don't buy anything anymore, man. Not from Marvel, not for a long time. I got the Thing. Started buying the Thing solo series, which I like because it was just a mini. But that's about all the money Marvel's going to get from me is just the occasional little mini series I'll jump in on. But yeah, or a variant cover that a friend of mine has drawn or something. That's about it.
I'll just omnibus. I'm just omnibussing a lot of stuff. That's what I'm getting now. Like just going through and getting runs, runs. Okay, this is the Buscema run. This is the Byrne run on Fantastic Four. This is the Ditko run. This is, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm getting, man. Whenever I want to be inspired, I just pull the old stuff, and then there it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not.
Erica got me this.
New things.
Yeah.
Nah, man. It's just like, God, this stuff is like, man. Wipe your ass with it. You know what I'm saying? Straight wipe your ass with it. It's terrible, man.
Careful though. We don't want to end up like Dale Keown, drunk on the feed, yelling about the Hulk.
Hey, speak for yourself.
Listen to this. Listen to this Hugh Rookwood rant. God damn Rookwood. Who does he think he is?
Oh man.
Hold on, I'll be back.
All right.
Some tones.
Yeah, I'm gonna refresh my drink too. I'll be right back. Mike, it's up to you. Do it all.
Mr. Do It All.
Well, I gotta turn around and check out some comments in a sec, but I have missed everybody. I miss Alicia and Barry and Murray. I guess I miss Murray. Kind of miss him.
Don't miss the rock.
And Jordan and Troy and Jennifer, whose wedding was beautiful at Deep River. I'm sorry I didn't get to spend much more time with you guys at the show. That was a crazy show. But it was awesome to be a part of that whole thing. And I guess that was around the last time I kind of spoke to any tags people, was around that time during Deep River. So Jay Crawford, if you're watching, that was an awesome little show, man. Thanks for having us again. That was cool. And Trying to think of what else I might have missed this summer. I feel like I missed a lot. Summer just went by like a blink, though. Like it's already. Like I'm glad we're back, but man, it's weird. It's very weird. It's all over.
All right, buddy, come back. You don't have to do it all on your own, man. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm not sure if Hugh's still there or not. I can see his feed, but
he left about the same time I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. That's what I said, Mike. You got to take care of it. Do it all.
Oh. I tried.
Yeah. So, I was in the chats with Barry about Moon Knight because he saying like the last.
Yeah, Barry's a Moon Knight guy.
Oh, I'm a Moon Knight guy too, but that show is dog shit. I mean, like when the character in the title is actually of a 8-episode series and he's in it for all of 17 minutes.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah,
you kind of dropped the ball on that one.
Mm-hmm. I also just generally feel ripped off by the whole Hulk experience with the MCU. Like, I don't know. I guess Ruffalo's an okay choice, but like I I'm not loving the MCU Smart Hulk. I don't. I just feel like we never got the payoff with the Hulk. We never got a payoff with the final movie. You know, like the End Game or whatever it was. Like we got Banner in a Hulkbuster suit. We didn't get the Hulk. You know, and
Yeah.
I just kind of in general felt like Hulk fans
I
just
mean,
kind of got ripped off.
yeah,
Kind of got ripped off.
the whole Hulk movie series is just, you know, one tragedy after another.
Oh
You know,
yeah, yeah.
I mean, having who is the first director?
Oh, the
Crouching
you
Tiger
mean the
guy.
Ang Lee one?
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, starting with that, you know, because again, he was one of those where I've never read a comic book and I refuse and I won't read a comic book. Then why the fuck
Right.
are you directing a comic book movie?
Especially an iconic movie like the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like that Ang Lee Hulk movie could have been good if it wasn't the Hulk. If they just called it like Monster and made it about a guy whose dad experimented on him and turned him into a monster, I feel like that might have been a movie that could have just stood on its own as a movie. But like trying to cram the history of the Hulk into this weird parental relationship kind of film was strange. And
Oh,
I
there's
love the
a
Ed Norton
lot
one.
of bad choices in that movie.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, him going to, oh, it's a comic book, so let me block the screen out like a comic book.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and then, you know, because I love poodles, I'm gonna make gamma radiated poodles. You know, there's just so many bad decisions in that movie. And then
Just some strange choices made.
yeah, and I'm a guy that will watch Ed Norton read a newspaper. I mean, that's how
Yeah.
good he is.
Oh, Ed Norton.
And
Ed
then when they
Norton.
fucked him over, and he's not a guy that takes that lightly.
No.
Yeah, and I was like, you're going from Ed Norton down to Ruffalo. I mean,
But
I mean,
you know, the,
you
Ruffalo's-
you
the
just
look of Ruffalo's Hulk, I like the best.
well, that's CG work. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, but I mean at that point you just went from Coke to Pepsi. You know, we now have the Pepsi Hulk, and then they try to give us Peter David's wonderful run of Smart Hulk in the Pantheon, and they're doing nothing that was as good as the Pantheon.
No, not even close.
Yeah. So now we have, you know, sarcastic Twitter Hulk. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't.
And you know, here's the thing, like before they ever cast Ed Norton as Banner, I called that. I was like, they gotta get Ed Norton to play Banner because he would be perfect. He's the perfect puniness.
Mhm.
He's got the perfect intelligence and like and you know, if he needs to make that like that serious face, you know, that serious transformational thing that happens. I thought he was perfect. And like I don't know, man.
Dude.
Mark Ruffalo is just such a big difference, a big change. But like, I just in general, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the whole like who owns the Hulk, Marvel versus DC, however that whole wherever the copyrights with the Hulk sit. I'm not sure, but like, I feel like I don't know. It's too bad they fucked it up with Ed Norton because I feel like that would have been a whole different experience. Because Ed Norton's also a giant Hulk fan,
Yeah.
and I feel like he would have brought that, you know, to the movie in ways that maybe Ruffalo hasn't. I don't know. I don't hate Ruffalo. It's just I don't know. It just doesn't really work.
No, it's just it's the what they're giving him to work with.
Yeah, it doesn't really work for me.
Yeah, I mean it really. I mean, it is meh. That's all I can describe it as. There's nothing fantastic about it. There's nothing overly bad about it. It's just okay. It exists. Yay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why we don't have another Hulk movie. You know.
Well, yeah, yeah. I hope they get the FF right this time. I feel like they're not going to, but I hope they will. Like, I hope in my life.
Oh no, dude! I mean, come on.
Good.
Disney. If nothing else, you should know by now. Disney is not going to get you because they are going to put it into the Disney wash cycle, and it's going to come out a Disney movie. I mean, you know, I weep now for the Deadpool fan.
Oh yeah,
because I called it before when they did the thing with Fred Savage.
Right.
That was testing the waters to see if people would accept a PG or PG-13, whatever, Deadpool.
Yep.
And if they can't do that with Deadpool, they will come out with X.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that will be the PG-13. Yeah, well, I mean,
You know
'cause
that
they won't do
that
art.
whole thing with Fred Savage and the parody of Princess Bride. That so that whole scenario was actually described on Twitter 6 months before they ever started filming or shooting that movie
Yes, I
by
saw
my
that.
friend Michael Vincent Bramley. He's a brilliant writer. I've done some work for him before. I've worked on his comics before, but he's a brilliant writer, originally from England, but he's in New York. Him and his wife are there, and he's just a brilliant guy. And he actually had a conversation with Ryan Reynolds, and he pitched the idea of
Mm-hmm.
the Ed Norton, or sorry, the Fred Savage thing, and actually screenshotted it just because of for shits and giggles or whatever, just to like archive it. And then when it actually came out and they released the trailer that that's what they were doing, he actually contacted Ryan Reynolds and got a response back.
Yeah,
And
I
Reynolds
saw
was
that.
like, "This is just a wild case of coincidence. I know it seems crazy, but that's what it is, you know." I mean, it's arguable that it's not. It's arguable that they said, "Yeah, that's a great fucking idea. Let's do that. It's already done." And you know that a guy like Fred Savage is going to say yes and sign up to that for sure. So it's just odd to me that at least he acknowledged it. That, yeah, sorry, buddy, this shit happens. I'll buy you a coffee sometime, kind of thing, is basically what he said.
Yeah.
Like, I wish there was more I could do for you, but yeah, he has him dead to rights by 6 months on the script, and it was all on Twitter. So
Yeah. Oh no,
it's just
I
kind of
remember
interesting.
that. Yeah, I remember when that blew up, and then he is like, "Yeah, I talked to Ryan and blah blah blah." Yeah. Like, yep.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do at that point, right?
you can't do anything. Yeah, it's over. But
The
pretty
machine
neat.
started at that point.
I'm sorry, what, Hugh?
I said the machines got it at that point.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
can do now.
and they have more lawyer money than you do. So
They just sit you out.
that's it. Like,
Sit you out.
you could fight them, I guess, if you wanted to spend all kinds of money and then lose. But
Mm-hmm. Venom is really turning out. I was nervous about the black covers after we talked. I had my suspicions they were gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's always a thing. Like, I realize now, especially with my recent the Usagi Turtles print that I did, I realized that I should have done a few test prints first, because the color is not 100% the way I would like it to be. It's not 100% the way I look on my screen, and I always wish I had to give myself a little more lead time to kind of print up 3 or 4 different versions to get the, because whatever looks good on my screen should look good anywhere in any printer. But you just never know what that printer's calibration is set at. And but yeah, it's the same thing with anything. Like, we don't know. When we printed the first Dodge book, we didn't know what it was going to look like when it came back. We just had to trust our gut, because of the way, the logistics of it wasn't one that we could. It was during COVID, first of all, so we couldn't really get a test copy and then feel it in our fingertips and then say, yes, go with this. We kind of just had to trust it to be what it is. So, but we were happy with it. And this is nice. This has been, like, I'll be honest, it's been a challenge, but yeah, this has been okay. If you got the right tools, it's you can get around it for sure.
Well, again, here at Things Are Getting Sketchy, we aim for mediocrity, so we nailed it. No, and speaking of that, 'cause I totally forgot, we were let's auction off. Some art.
Yeah.
So hopefully the stream will stay strong enough to.
There's some art auction. You didn't know that,
buddy. So every show, man.
Whenever I print a new print like that, I always print out a few extra copies as artist proofs, just to see how they're going to work out. So this is a numbered set out of 50, but I printed 4 extra ones so I could test out the materials. So these are actually labeled. There's 4. One is already spoken for, so they were labeled AP1, AP3, and AP4 out of 50. So these are the only 3 that are left. But do you want to auction them, I guess, separately, eh? Yeah.
I would assume that's how you'd.
Yeah. So they're 11 by 17. This remark area is drawn by hand and painted. and they're signed and numbered. So I guess
So
we can start bidding on $20.
Yeah,
does
one
that
second.
mean? Does that mean Barry's bidding against himself?
He might
Because
be bidding.
the only one watching, or do we have other people that's watching?
Oh no, we're up to 8. We're up to 8. Yeah.
I was just checking.
Yeah. Tough go tonight, guys. Sorry about that. So anyway, Mike, I'm sorry. What are we gonna start this one at?
So yeah, let's go with the Leo one first, Leonardo. And,
Good, because that's what I had on screen for the last few minutes.
Oh, good. Yeah. So we'll start that at $20.
$20. All right. Oh, that's good. Oh, yeah.
These are the artist proofs. There are 3 of them available. There's going to be 50 available at the show.
50?
I got a limited number of 50 printed. Yeah, they're going to be $20 signed just without a remark, or they're going to be 60 with a painted remark. And I'm thinking about doing just a black and white sketch remark for 40. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of looking at. We'll see when I get there how it works.
So Murray, the art auction we were talking about is the art that's on screen. It is a print that Mike is doing for the Granite City Comic Con. He's limited to 50, but he made 3 artist proofs. Check it out. And this is the first one of 3. Murray said, I still owe Hugh money, but I'm still throwing down some tonight.
Oh, good,
I'll try to keep that a secret, Murray. Oh, wait. Whoops.
Uh-oh. You can't bid on anything, Murray, until you pay me, bully. God damn.
That's right.
God damn, Murray.
Murray's got a new nemesis. Not just me.
It's all good, Rock. It's all good. Rock quality.
Oh, he loves you, Hugh.
Love you too, brother.
Loving that cover.
Thanks,
You're
man.
making the tags cover look good.
Hey, you know what? This white paper is really good.
Yeah, they're tough. They're nice to work on. Yeah,
Well,
I like them.
Really good. You really found
the proper ones, yes.
Yeah.
Like I said, the ones they fucked up that I'm sending back to get some credit on for the next one. Man, you could pour water on it and it would just beat off like it was.
Oh wow.
That's how glossy it is. Wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I got like 100 of those that I can't. And that's probably the only way we're gonna be able to do a third book. I gotta get some credit. or paper needs to come back in stock. Yikes.
Yeah, man. Like there's a paper shortage, man, and it's gotten more expensive, man. It's really gotten expensive to print. Everybody's.
Oh yeah, I'm hearing that. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's prices are up. It's pretty bonkers right now.
Yeah.
This was an eye opener. Well, and there's a couple of things too. I actually, because Mike mentioned it earlier, where it's almost a perfect bound book. Because this one's actually 4 or 8 pages thicker than the first one.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it feels like a bigger book. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was one of those where it's like, okay, I couldn't find a good cutoff point, with the people on the show, because I didn't want to like have half of people from one show and then push the other half of the people to the next. So, like, all right, we'll just go a little longer.
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah. All right, we're down to just about a minute, and let's see.
You got any bids?
No, I think we may have to save those for the con, buddy. I mean, losing the stream halfway through and 2/3 of our audience. God
Yeah.
damn it. You know, and I'm so pissed because we haven't had a storm in like again 5 weeks. And today,
Right. Of course, it's today though.
Yeah, it's like a monsoon went over us.
Yeah, naturally.
A monsoon rap.
Oh. So what you're saying is though is I may be able to get that other print.
Yeah, I think
All
so.
right, okay. Hugh threw down 20. All right. I mean, sorry, Murray threw down 20.
I did?
Yeah. Oh, Barry's in with 25. All right.
Yeah, I did.
Leonardo remark one. Yeah.
So pretty.
Leo remark.
I mean, it's Leo. It's not Donnie, but it's Leo. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Come on.
I kind of wanted to do the remarks almost like they were part of the page. Like
it really
this
looks
is
like
Leo. Like this is Leo in the blue, reflecting back to that time he met Usagi Yojimbo when he was wearing the red. Because back in those days, the original cover is Leo wearing red.
Yeah.
I thought was kind of cool. And, yeah, the next one we'll auction will be the. We'll do the last Ronin next. Kind of fun. I'm happy with how the prints came out. They're nice, thick paper. Kind of take a bit of a beating with art supplies. So. You guys should see the piece I'm working on for Eric Paris right now.
Tell me about that. What's that?
He booked a big piece. So Eric was the one who got my Stingray piece that I did. That was for his Dodge. He pledged at the Kaiju level a Dodge, which gave a huge 18 by 24 piece. And then afterwards he wanted to get another big piece like that. So I'm doing a Fing Fang Foom.
Oh, nice.
But it's going to be I'm drawing a kung fu fight because that's the thing, as well as being, 70 stories tall, Fin Fang Foom is also a kung fu master. So having him in a kung fu fight with Shang-Chi is the plan for this piece. So yeah, it should be fun.
So how did Shang-Chi get?
Oh, he's not. He's his normal size.
Oh, okay.
Versus a 70-story Fin Fang Foom in a
nice.
It's gonna be pretty funny.
All right, so Barry got this at 25.
All right, I'm Barry. Woohoo!
Barry.
Sweet. If you want to do them back to back with these other ones, we can. Whatever you want, man. We can put
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Put the Ronin up next if you want. The last Ronin.
That's so funny. That's exactly what I just put up.
Remark AP2 out of 50.
All right. We'll start this up for another 5 minutes. Starting at 20. I'll just sit here and continue drinking and watching art. See if we're going to get Barry to give up $50. All right, Barry, let's do it.
Barry.
You want the last Ronin. Oh, Rob's going to be so pissed if he shows up and watches it later.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you get, Rob, playing D&D instead of hanging.
Yeah.
That's on you, buddy. That's on you.
Well, Rob actually was the guy who won the original art of that Usagi print. So he'll be getting that in granite. And I'm going to do a Casey remark, I think, one for him. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. He was rubbing my face in that earlier today. Because he knows I'm a Usagi champ. Yeah. I was one of those guys like, oh, the turtles are too popular. I gotta find some.
Yeah, the turtles are really popular, man. I was really hoping I could have got on board and did one of those the new Last Ronin series that's coming, the Lost Years, which is like the 10-year gap from when Michelangelo loses. I think it's the 10 years after Raphael is killed, or after the fire when Leo and Casey are killed. But in the last
spoilers, man. I don't have all the books yet. No.
Well, You know, it's the last Ronin, so
Yeah.
he's the last. But yeah, it's
All right, Murray
but
started
it's
it.
supposed to be the fill-in story, the fill-in years where we didn't know what Mikey was doing. So
Mhm.
yeah, I was hoping to get involved with that, but the IDW set the minimums to 2,000, which to people who don't know what that means, it means it's super fucking expensive to try to do a cover for one of these books.
Yeah. Is IDW going the way of a lot of the independents now that are actually charging the people doing exclusive covers retail price?
Yeah, I'm not really sure, man. It's
I'm wondering about that because I know there's a couple publishers out there now that if their retail price, whatever their cover price is, that's what they're charging for the print run to the stores for doing exclusive cover.
Oh wow, really? Huh.
Yep. And I was like, you know what? That I would never do an exclusive cover with you.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah, because if you're sitting there going, "Oh, well, I know you're going to upsell them," I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm still supporting you by buying wholesale direct from you."
Exactly. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You know,
guys, they're just greedy, man.
Yeah,
It is.
totally. It's
greedy.
it's again why it's killing the marketing.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of publishers. Yeah, if you want to get it, it's issue ones are $5 a book, plus the plate change, plus the art fee. It's like, man.
Well, we were looking into doing like a Death Dealer cover, and the cost was insane. And that was for the most stripped down, bare bones, basic version of that book, because you could get glossy, you could get whatever you wanted, and like really start piling on the dollars. But like, Justin looked into it, and like a couple other retailers looked into it, and they all came back and said, "Man, it's like kind of risky because the cost per book is really high. You'd have to be selling them at so much higher, and then I feel like that just leaves a bad taste in the customer's mouth too." And I mean, it's one of those things like I don't know. I love doing variant covers. Like it's a huge part of the work that I do. But I mean, I'd be crazy to not accept the reality that variant covers are very much the rust element that's eating away at the belly of the industry. It's cutting into.
Well, it's just like in the '90s, when that happened.
Well, yeah, it's cutting into the sales of the actual books, and it's affecting relationships. It's kind of a big part of the business, but it's a big part of what is hurting the business too. So it's a very tricky place to navigate if you're an artist working in that in that realm. So
it's just like when you have something like the Death Dealer thing, and the customers immediately just think that the retailer is gouging. They don't know the behind the scene that no, they're being hit by the publisher for these huge fees. It's we're gonna see a crash in the market again. I'm sure of it. Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're down to under 30 seconds here, and Murray's got it at $20. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see. We got, like I said, a little less than 30 seconds. Yeah, it's a shame. I mean, I hate seeing the market do that. I hope that they correct, but I mean, they won't. They won't until it actually falls apart again, just like it did in the late 90s. Yeah. All right. Murray's got this one.
All right, Murray. Put your name on that one. Murray got the wrong one.
Hugh's going to deliver it to your door. You better have his money, too. That's all we're saying.
Murray said, "Baby, I got your money. Don't you worry." I said, "Hey, Huey, I got your money."
All right, and the third one. My favorite
Third one. Usagi Ojimbo. Watercolor remark.
Usagi Ojimbo.
Beautiful one.
Wogi.
Thanks, man.
Trust me, I want this one. I want this one.
I have a feeling I'll be drawing a lot of Usagis, so I'll put one aside for you.
No, hey, only put one aside for me if it doesn't sell.
Right.
I want you to sell them there. Otherwise, I'll buy one when you get back.
Yeah, like I only made 50, so I'm hoping I move them all, but you never know. Like it's you never know how these are going to go. Maybe I'll sell them all on the first day. Maybe I'll come home with 49 of them. Who knows? It's a funny business these days. You just never know how it's going to go. But
it doesn't say. All right, we're going to
say you guys are you guys flying or are you driving?
We're driving. Yeah, we're going to just make the drive. Yeah, we're gonna go through Ottawa first, probably, and spend some time with Erica's folks on the way down, and then make the trip from there. So yeah, should be all right. Should be nice this time of year too. Like we're just starting to see the hints of some color change, which feels a little early, but I'm sure it'll be nice on the way down there. It's beautiful country. So
fall's my favorite season, man.
Yeah, me too.
I love fall.
All right, this one, same thing as before. It's a $20 start bid. And why did the timer all of a sudden stop? Because I'm an idiot. I meant to minimize and I accidentally closed the timer script. That's right. Well, yeah, that's right.
All right. Do I paint into the background or not? Yes, I think I will.
Man, next week's episode's gonna be so much better than this. This shit worked out. But Carl will be on, so.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, so yeah.
I'm sorry I'll be away.
There'll be those problems to deal with.
I'll try to watch where we're at.
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. We got this.
Maybe some blood splatter. What do you think?
A little spot color in this.
Blood splatter or no? Maybe some blood splatter.
Well, of course, blood splatter.
So you have the flavor of the chocolate sarsaparilla, or is it you like another?
What are you doing?
Yeah, I might. I just might drink like half a bottle of gin and watch that Thor movie tonight, and just see. Maybe if I'm drunk, my rage will meet the other spectrum, and I'll come to a place of.
Mike, don't go to bed with no price on your head, buddy. Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Mike.
Now,
never take your eye.
I'm willing to pour some coffee whiskey and do this together because, yeah, I'm sure I'm going to have a lot to say about this movie.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be a shit show from start to end.
I just think it's kind of funny that Natalie Portman got pulled back into the MCU after she left because she kind of thought it was stupid. Like, they kind of wrote her out of it. She's like, yeah, this ain't going to last. So they kind of wrote her out of the Thor movies. Yeah. And then it becomes then Avengers and like the whole, the end game and all that shit. It all again, the Thanos rings of whatever shit got all crazy and huge. And, then she's like, oh, maybe I'll get a little piece of that Hollywood money again, like get some of that Marvel Universe money again.
That's it.
But I like the Jane Foster Thor design. Like, I don't know if they follow it closely in the film or not. I guess I'll find out. I'll probably watch that this weekend if I can. I don't know. Just to get it over with, just because eventually, I'll just submit to it. I did like how they've kind of fixed Abomination. At least they gave him his fin ears. He still has a weird Shrek human face, which I don't understand.
Yeah.
Why they always got to give these Hulks these Shrek faces. I don't know why you can't just make the Abomination look like the fucking Abomination the way that Sal Buscema drew him. I don't know why that's so fucking hard, but apparently it is.
I'm just gonna say to quote from the Gospel of Kenny Powers, dollar bills, y'all.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah. That is the reason for all of
this. But
Abomination
should not look like Shrek. Abomination should look like where are the big fish lips? Where's the crazy, what I mean?
Wait.
Wait.
Have you not seen the way the Abomination looks now?
Well, yeah, I saw him in the recent episode where they've kind of added the fins to him.
No.
Oh, in the comics, you mean?
Yes.
I heard he's hideous in the comics now.
And it's stupid as fuck. It's like
body horror to the extreme.
Yeah, they went straight up like Thing, like, you know, a Thing and Atomic Avenger.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's just
like Carpenter's Thing.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Huh. Well, I didn't mind him as the half melted sewer prophet, but I liked him better as just the guy that used to beat the Hulk all the time.
Yeah,
because he's actually stronger than the Hulk. Like I always thought that was
until the Hulk
so
rages,
cool about him, you know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the day to day he's stronger than the Hulk.
Yeah, the day to day he doesn't have the rage reaction, but he starts out his base level is stronger than the Hulk.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Knocked the Hulk out first time they met.
Yeah, that's right.
Nope. Yeah. So now is Juggernaut stronger than Abomination, or is Abomination stronger than Juggernaut? Because Juggernaut. I say because Juggernaut fucked up Hulk shit real quick.
Yeah. Juggernaut. Yeah,
you can't fuck with Juggernaut.
No, it's once he gets momentum too, that's it. Like it's over.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I'm talking about a straight up beatdown. He just handed Hulk his ass.
Oh yeah.
So okay, Murray is disappointed that no one else is bidding on this. So he's going to throw on 20.
All right.
Yeah, sorry, Murray, I can't bid. Otherwise, I'd give you a run for your money on this one.
Murray's cool like that.
That's
you know what? You know what? I'm going to bid on this one, but I'm going to bid on proxy for Alicia. Hey, Alicia, how you doing? 40 bucks. I'm going 40. Yeah. Yeah, I want this.
Right.
This is gonna be a make in Georgia if I have anything to say with it.
It's like that.
That's right. Well, the only reason I jumped it to 40 because Eric jumped in at 25. I'm like, fuck. All right, I gotta make Eric pause for a moment.
Which Eric? Eric Paris?
Eric Paris. Yeah. Oh, hey, Eric, how you doing, buddy?
You can't make Eric pause.
I know. I just ain't shook, man. I just want that moment of maybe. I don't know.
Oh shit! Shit! You begging, man. Eric ain't shook, man. Eric ain't shook ones. Eric ain't shook ones, man. That's one thing. Eric ain't shook, man.
It's still Eric.
Eric is hip-hop,
Wait. Yeah. If Eric's still here, I just want to thank him personally while we're here. Yeah. He gave me like one of the greatest gifts. Michael Berglund did this Sentinel piece. Just beautiful.
The stomping Sentinel?
Yes.
That was the light on that piece is unbelievable.
Yes. And so it was a bidding war between me and Eric. He won. And that shit showed up in a package to me a couple months out.
Nice.
I tell you, I literally dropped the package on the table. What the fuck? So, Eric, thank you so much for that, dude. It's a prized possession. It's in my office now at work.
All of these guys
love that one.
They're all everybody, man.
Yeah, but that just
the whole Sketchy family, man, is
floored me.
Oh yeah, man, you guys are all amazing.
So,
I'm lucky.
I got the thumbs up from Eric, so I think I won the piece for Alicia. So
right on, sweet.
Yep. So send that out to Alicia, and I will get you the cash after the show here.
Oh yeah. No rush on that. Awesome, man. I will write it down.
Get that up on her wall and Macon, Georgia.
It's got to be hot in Georgia, I would think, eh?
Yeah, it's nasty humid. They're too far inland to get a coastal breeze.
Oh, right, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. So I went once to visit Joe when I first started working with him. I was like, this is the last time I come to fucking Atlanta in August. Oh, that was garbage. I was like, Jesus. I'm like, Florida's hot, but this is just gross.
Some like it hot.
Yeah.
Some like it not.
She said today was nice, but still humid. So, yeah. Because Atlanta's, it's surrounded by swamp. It's just, Georgia. Yeah, I
was talking to Danny down in
Alabama? Oh, yeah.
Buffalo Shoals, and he was like, it's been 105 degrees here for 5 days in a row. And I'm like, I would kill myself.
Yeah.
I would actually kill
myself. You spend most of your waking hours pulling your sack off your inner thigh, and then Alabama. It's
We're just Batwing City, eh? Batwing City.
Yeah, totally. Oh, it's bad. There's not enough talcum powder in Alabama to save you.
Nope. Oh man, Batwing's horrible.
Yeah, I'm sure if you got talcum powder on you and it's that hot, you probably look like you have chunks of like cocaine. Chunks of yo, we're gonna cut this, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Alabama's a meth state, damn it. They take pride in that. They're not cocaine. They ain't got that. How much money do you think Alabama has?
I saw Fiend shoot up into the lands of cocaine.
That's right. Oh man, these covers really came out nice, guys.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Mike, can you push yours up just a wee bit?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if Tyler. I haven't seen Tyler in the chat today, so I'm not sure if he's here or not. But I'm sure he will be excited to see that.
Well, if they're not too bad.
Yeah, exactly. He had his opportunity.
When you get what you grab.
He had his
Was it
chance.
Murray who won the Ronin?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. And it was Barry who won the Leo?
Yes.
Was that Barry or
Barry won the Leo.
Okay, yeah.
Murray won the Ronin, and Alicia gets the Yasaki.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm just packing them up while I'm doing this while my paint's drying. I'm gonna add some highlights and stuff, but need a moment. I will try to get these in the mail before I go to Granite State. I'm leaving Wednesday, so I'll try my best. But if not, I'll send them to you as soon as I get home.
How long of a drive is it for you?
We're gonna do it over 2 days. I think it works out to about like 12 or 13 hours. But we're just gonna actually drive the first leg of it to Merrick Stokes back, and then we'll just get up the next morning and drive the rest of the way. We're about 2 hours from the border there, and then yeah, just I guess we cross over in Vermont, and then we'll make our way down.
Cool.
Yeah.
So okay. Actually, I thought you were putting the killer bees in there for a moment there. I was like, oh yeah, going old school.
Remember the killer bees, man?
Oh, Murray said don't worry about his. So no rush on his.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Well, I'll get it out there as soon as I can.
Yeah. I mean, they know where you're going to be in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll find you.
Yep. What's the theme for next week? Is it
the second set of covers? So it'll be.
Oh right, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Carl, pending technical difficulties. Sean, and then we actually have, in theory, Nathan's gonna be joining us as well as Michael Berglund.
Oh, okay, so, right on.
Yeah. So I'm pretty confident Michael will be there. Nathan?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Could be.
Yeah. So I sent them some blank covers, hoping they'll get there in time. If not, they can use any blank cover. But
oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we'll be back on the 24th for our first coaster night of the season.
Coasters.
And then we'll officially go to every other week after that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on.
So we got like He-Man Universe, TMNT, coasters every third show. So we got to keep the coasters in there. That is like
got to keep them in the rotation for sure.
Mm-hmm. So and actually we have 2 special giveaways on the first coaster night. As a lack of bad communication on my part, Alicia accidentally printed out 2 coasters that weren't part of the Sketchy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we'll give those away to random people on that show.
Nice.
Yeah. So one's a Hulk and one is a Roth and shredder.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, I think I got it here. Yeah, here we are. Unwrap it like Christmas. Yeah, so we'll be giving these away. Oh, I mean,
Ooh.
go full screen so you actually can see.
You see in the sunshine band?
Focus.
Oh, nice.
There we go. Boy, it's really hard doing this reverse. Okay, that one's in that hand. That one. So yeah, we'll be giving those away on the first coaster night in 3 weeks.
Hear that, people?
Yeah, for all 7 of you watching right now, tell your friends. or not if you want to be selfish and greedy. Yeah, I get it. Thanks again to Alicia for doing all the coasters in the last Kickstarter and the Kickstarter before that.
They turned out beautiful.
Yeah, did a great job.
Really nice.
She tears those up, man. She really does.
All right, so the second half of the show kind of winding down here. So
yeah,
we'll give it a few more minutes, but yeah, obviously Hugh, like Hugh said earlier, he's going to continue working on this one because all the bodies on the floor here is going to take a little longer than the time we're
allotted. Yeah,
but
absolutely.
It is looking sweet.
This one I think is just about done. I'm just going to boost up the white on it here and there as I need, because as it dries, it changes a little bit. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then that one will be sent. I believe Tyler's getting these ones CGC'd with his.
Oh, really? Oh, nice.
Yeah, he got, something he worked out with Justin ages ago. He wanted to get this one and the Death's Head, and I think I have a Swamp Thing for him that he's going to get all CGC'd up. I have a really interesting challenge this week. One of my customers out of nowhere, he has a copy of the Swamp Thing blank, like the only one DC ever made, the Rot World one.
Yeah, I got one. I got one of those. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got it signed by. He had it slabbed, but it was or he picked it up slabbed, but it was signed by Bernie Wrightson and Len Wein.
Whoa!
So he cracked open the slab and sent the blank book to me to draw on. So it's a pretty huge honor to be even handle a book that's got Bernie and Len, Len Wein's autograph, because both those guys are gone now. So. And they're the creators of Swamp Thing. So it's so I'm going to do something special on that one. That's a big challenge though, because I want to keep it really nice and clean. I think it was a slab. It was a slab 9.8 that he cracked, and I'm like, I don't know, man. You should probably just keep it like nice like that. He's like, nope, I want a drawing on it. So he cracked the slab and he sent it to me. So who knows? Maybe he'll get the same score again after I draw on it, but.
Yeah, that's a tough one. But
I mean, that's risky, but
hey, he wants it, do it.
Yeah, honored that he asked me anyway. Like it's pretty cool to do something like work on something like that. But yeah, it's a little scary too.
Yeah.
The signatures are like blam, like right in the middle, and those Swamp Thing covers are already pretty challenging because they got a huge text block, and then their signatures are in the middle, and it's just kind of white space around. So I'm probably going to draw on the back of the cover too, and I don't know. I'll figure out some kind of layout. Maybe the signatures are emerging out of some kind of a thing in the swamp, like a light area, or like I don't know, oracle or something like that, or something. I don't know. I'll figure out something. But it's a challenge for sure.
Yeah, I'll bet. Yeah. So real quick, Barry Dicey's going well. We will be back. We've moved off of Saturdays to Mondays starting this Monday, mainly because of conflicts with Rob. No, Rob's game, Rob and Steve's game, and we wanted to leave Saturdays open for tags because we're going to be doing. And we didn't want any conflicts there. So yeah, things are getting dicey. Come back Monday. Nice. Wrapping up the latest adventure, I think probably this week, and we're out there right now with I think we're going to do one more D&D game, a short one with Nathan, and then we're going to jump over to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I figured out how to code character sheets for Roll20, so I've made the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle character sheets.
What? Like you've made a D20?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Some turtles? Wow, wicked.
Yeah.
Wow.
I finally broke down and found somebody on eBay who is selling pretty much a complete set of all the Turtles gaming books.
Mhm.
I mean, they're just like, barely holding together. But
I mean,
was
the
like,
Palladium books.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to, rip them apart and scan them anyway. But then I was looking at the coding to make a actual character sheet for D20. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So I was like, oh, yeah, this is
That's
actually
fucking awesome, man. That's great.
Yeah, well, I was like, this is, not as bad as I thought it was going to be because a lot of people have already cut code. I just got to kind of change it, and it's JavaScript.
Right.
So, yeah. So I was able to put together. I got most of the character sheet done today. I'll have it finished tomorrow, and I'm going to upload it to GitHub so everybody can
That's
have
cool.
it. Yeah, but we will be doing
the Palladium game system is just about as close to perfect as you get, but it wouldn't translate well to online. I don't think in the way that D&D would. Like the D20 system is I think maybe faster to play, more clean to play online than the Palladium system is slow. Like it's the strike and parry system and all that is it's a little bit slow. It's perfect,
but it's still
slow.
dice rolling and then rolling to the chart, so you can just code all that in.
Yeah.
So you're still rolling the dice, and then you just use you code in the effect numbers that happen to it.
Right.
So, yeah.
Oh, I'm really curious. That sounds fun, man.
Yeah, we'll be doing some play testing to make sure it does work.
Wish I had the time, man. Wish I had the time.
Well, once we start playing TMNT, we'll see. Maybe we'll have time. Yeah, because that one we may just do once a month, to get some other people in. Because
I'm hoping to get my copy of that book signed by Eastman when I see him next week.
That would be cool.
That's the only thing I'm bringing to get signed by him. That's like an important book for me to get signed.
Damn, if I had thought about it, I would have sent you that negative page. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
Oh, yeah, you got the negatives. Yeah.
Fuck. Hey, can you send me the hotel address you're staying in New Hampshire? I can, overnight it.
Yeah. Or maybe you can send it right to Rob Denner, because I know he's going to the show, too. So
I don't trust Rob. I don't trust Rob.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get you the address. Sure.
Nah, man.
Yeah, I mean, if you can send me where you're going to be, I can send it to you, whatever. Whatever it costs, I'll pay. But yeah, I'd love to get.
No hate, Rob. No hate.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna talk as much shit about him as possible. He's playing D&D instead of hanging with us tonight.
Yeah, he's asked for a request on the green cover, the green sketchy cover. I'm gonna do. He wanted something involving the ooze. So I might do like a broken canister. He was thinking of I think he mentioned to me he's going to start collecting different artist takes on the canister of ooze. Like just have a weird collection of the canister of ooze. So I don't know. I think on the green cover that could be interesting. I'm going to figure out something on that. Yeah.
Well, he was the one to figure out the tags color scheme.
Yeah, oh for sure, yeah.
Yeah, because we're one away, and I was like, damn it, he spoiled it too quick.
Yeah.
Because we didn't get to the red one, unfortunately, on that. But yeah,
the
third book will have the red. So.
Yeah. Kickstarters are hard, man. It's a hard thing. I'm amazed at how huge some of them go, and how other ones that ought to go huge struggle. And it's funny too. Other people's measure of success. Like we did like 300% on Dodge, and I thought that was like exceptional. But then, Matt was saying he was criticized by friends of his, like, "Oh, you could have got so much more money on the Kickstarter." And I'm like, "Really? We did 300 of what we asked, like 300% of what we asked, like." But then I know a guy who's like, "Oh, my Kickstarter's doing poorly." I'm like, "What do you mean? You got funded in an hour and you're 5,000 more than you asked." Yeah, but it's I've only got 28 days left. I'm like, "You're what? You're already like tripled what you asked. Like, you've got. If I had that much money on the first day for Dodge, like I'd be laughing. Like that'd be, So it's just funny how you measure success. I guess it all depends on that bottom line, but yeah. And all the unexpected stuff.
What? And all the what?
Oh, all the unexpected costs that come with Kickstarter, like, Canada Post changing their rates like drastically after you've already, got your pledges in and figured out what the shipping is going to cost, and then your numbers are completely whacked now because the shipping company changed their rates. Like, these things happen all the time in Kickstarters. It's really a shame.
Yeah.
But it happens. Anyway, I'm just rambling now.
No, that's all right. We're all kind of doing the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think this guy is just about done. Tyler, if you're watching. If not, you'll get this. When you get this, I'll send this off to Justin to get off to CGC, and you'll probably have to wait a century for CGC to process it, because CGC's a real kind of shit show these days, from what I understand. Books getting lost, books getting mislabeled.
Really?
Oh yeah, I'm hearing a lot of horror stories coming out of it, but I don't know. All right, I think this one's complete.
Looks good.
Excellent.
Yeah, thank you. May knock back some of the highlights a little bit with a pen, but
so I guess that's not complete then.
Yeah, it's one of those things I could keep noodling at it forever. Probably I could probably go back and go, oh, that could be better. Oh, that could be stronger. That's just the way it is, though. Knowing when to stop is one of the best things an artist can learn, because it's like oil paint's never really dry. And you can, even Frazetta, he'd go back in and work on a painting 30 years after the fact, and just be able to jump right into it and add oil and start painting it again because he didn't like it, Like, no, you can't. That's been archived. You can't touch that anymore. No, I want to fix this. So he just starts repainting shit that's already classic, finished, recognized pieces. But yeah, knowing when to stop is a skill for sure. Like knowing when to stop talking is also.
Well, yeah, I mean, I always like awkward silence. So I was just going to let that hang for a bit. Because you left the perfect opening of knowing when to stop. And, oh, yeah. Let's just let that linger for a little bit so everyone can enjoy it. Oh, actually, with that, since we are about 10 minutes to 10, we can just we can call it a night. I mean, thanks everybody for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Love you, tags.
Yes, we will see everybody hopefully with a steadier stream next week with Carl, Sean, NPB, and Michael Berglund. So
awesome.
Yeah, we will, as soon as you guys finish the art, we will get scans of these up. Obviously, there will be no auction this week on these, as these are already claimed. But again, thanks everybody for joining and hanging out with us. And try to find a good movie or TV show to watch. Stay off that Disney Channel.
Be good, you guys.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you next week.